Neil Bush, brother of Jeb Bush, son of former President Bush, telling me that Donald Trump has no chance at all against Hillary Clinton.
I think he's the most flawed candidate. I think he's alienated so many factions, constituents in the United States that he would lose disastrously. And I think it would be even Hillary Clinton under indictment would beat Donald Trump.
All right, apparently Neil Bush is not a fan of Donald Trump. In fact, I did surprise him by telling him that his brother is going to show up at the convention in Cleveland. He didn't know that. So I just ventured to guess that, did he know that his mother had changed her name to Barbara Clinton? He didn't know that either. It was a joke. He had the same reaction you just did. All right, the chairman of the Conservative Party in New York State, Mike Long, with us. You know what's interesting, Mike, when I follow this Trump back and forth, your party is not ready to endorse Donald Trump. Have you endorsed Ted Cruz or endorsed anyone?
We haven't endorsed anybody.
Why?
Why? Well, we're a separate and distinct party from the Republican Party. And you remember this race started with 17 contestants, yeah. And many of them were very conservative. So the party leaders up and down the state of New York were clearly divided amongst them. Okay, it now has narrowed down, and there are Trump supporters, there are Cruz supporters, and there are a few Kasich supporters. So there's no need for me to lead the party and create wounds within the party when, in fact, we don't know who the ultimate nominee is going to be. I believe that the Conservative Party of the state of New York will, in fact, nominate the nominee of the victor of the convention in Cleveland.
Even though it was many in your party, Mike, who had very, raw nerves and angst about Donald Trump, that he really wasn't a conservative. They early on expressed concern about backing him, not you.
That's another problem we have as party leader. There are people in the party that do not believe that Donald is a movement conservative, and I think they have some argument there. So there's no need to drag the party into a fight when Donald may not even be the nominee and when it's all over.
Now, Mike, in New York, educate me, isn't there a separate conservative line on the ballot that you can vote Republican? There's also a conservative line, right?
There's a Republican line in the state of New York, and then there's the Conservative Party line. If you have the same candidate for president, at the end of the day, you can add the totals together. You can have separate candidates.
But wouldn't that separate candidate, let's say it's not the Republican candidate, siphon votes presumably from that Republican candidate?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, my game plan will be to try to endorse and move the party to endorse whoever the nominee is of the Republican Party. We make a difference in the state of New York. We made the difference for Ronald Reagan in '80 and '84. No Republican has won the state of New York without the Conservative Party statewide, without the Conservative Party's endorsement.
Did you back Mitt Romney 4 years ago?
We backed Mitt Romney, we did McCain.
Understood.
Pretty clear since Ronald Reagan, we've endorsed mostly all the we have endorsed all the Republican candidates for president.
Very interesting. Mike Long, New York State Conservative Party Chairman. Good seeing you again.
Good to see you.